Hello, beautiful people. How are you? How's your day? How's your life? What's new? I am here with another plan with me, feeling slightly better, a tad less croaky. I don't know. Maybe my voice isn't quite as annoying today. Who knows? Um, if you hear construction sounds in the background, I apologize. I don't know what my neighbors are working on in their backyard, but something. And it's very loud. There's like bulldozers, and I think they're moving rocks, and I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm using, though, the August 2021 mystery from Scribble Prints Co. This kit is just so cute. I'm using it specifically, though, for going into one of my older sister's birthdays. Her birthday actually falls on the next spread that I'm doing, but this kit still reminded me of her a lot. Just a lot of the elements in it, like the My Little Pony. I remember her having those growing up, and Strawberry Shortcake. I remember her having those, and that little like Nintendo controller. We definitely had one of those. Yeah. So a lot of these elements were like slightly before my time, but more her time, and so they just kind of make me think of her. And you've already seen some of it, but I was so indecisive with this kit. I wasn't sure about my foil choice. I wasn't sure about the fashion people. It was a lot of choices, and I did a lot of back and forth, used a lot of undo. I used the blonde girl up in the top of the sidebar because she just looked the most like my sister. So I wanted to use her. The other fashion girl, I really wanted to use her too, but they're wearing the same outfit, so I thought that was weird. I end up using the brunette on the telephone. Later you'll see me put her in because she kind of looks a little more like me. So I don't know. That was kind of how I made my choices, but I loved them all. They're all so cute. I also really wanted to use the tall box fashion person, but my problem was this week my daughters had their ballet pictures, and I knew I was going to want pictures of them all dressed up and ready for the pictures in the sidebar. So I just kind of didn't have room. I don't know. I guess I could have done like a foldable flippy box with one of the other ones, but this base was already such a struggle. Just too many decisions, changing my mind. You know, c'est la vie. You can't use them all. So totally unrelated to this spread, but real time as I'm recording this voiceover, I just spent all morning outside with a big extender pole, scrubbing windows, and I washing the screens. I came inside and washed the inside, and I'm nowhere near done with the house, but I got like the kitchen ones done, which I can see from where I'm at. So I just keep like gazing lovingly outside my crystal clear windows. It's so satisfying. I haven't done that in so long, and now all the other windows, when I look at them, look so just gross and grubby. It's going to be a process, but anyway, I am about to switch a box here. Speaking of all the undo, I hope I didn't cut out the part where I was talking about that. I get rambly and end up cutting out a lot of the things I say and redoing it. But I'm switching this box over to the blue column because with my style of planning where I'm not going, a column per day, it doesn't really matter where my extenders go so much, because I'm just going to take up however much room I want to take up. But I figured it only makes sense to put it on the blue column because that's the only color I don't have to repeat. And I had like such a oh my gosh moment when I realized that when I was planning. I was like, how many times have I done this the wrong way? Well, not the wrong way. There's no wrong way to plan. But how many times have I put it on a column where I needed 2 columns worth for that color? Anyway, I know nobody cares about that because nobody plans that way. But it was a big aha moment for me. So starting off, let's see, on Wednesday, and that is continuing over from the previous spread. So after I started the puzzle and stuff that evening, my husband had softball. I'm marking that with a Coffee Monsters Co. little batter. They look so cute. I love those. That custom script is from Station Stickers. Below that, we got Taco Bell after. It's just softball usually falls right around dinner time. It's kind of annoying. Usually we just end up grabbing some sort of fast food because it's impossible to plan around and cook around and, just kind of throws the evening off. So usually fast food is what it is. Then below that, the little chicken is from, oh, that's Lily's Desk, I believe. I'll make sure I tag them in the post. So if you're watching this, it's already posted. If you want to check, my Instagram is C_loves planning. I'll tag her there. But the little chicken for my daughters call it chicken rides. Basically, it's just I give them a piggyback and pretend to be a chicken because it makes them laugh so much and they love chicken rides. So that little chicken is to mark chicken rides. And below that, with the little Fox and Pip girl holding the heart balloon, I just felt like it was important to mark that I was having a moment of just feeling really loved. Then below that, I used the little moon and sleep mask to mark that my youngest was up really late. I'm not sure if I love how that looks, but I've done it a few times. I don't know. I don't dislike it, but I don't know. It is what it is. She was up late, and then below that, the little camera, I just marked that I was filming. And then here, this top box on Thursday. Man, did I struggle with this. I had everything going the wrong direction and had to keep undoing them and fixing them, and it was, you saw, that was a struggle. But we got there. I marked that I was ordering pictures for my daughter's science fair project. We just took pictures of her doing it, and I needed to print them out. My home printer is absolute garbage. I really need to replace it, but it absolutely cannot print a picture. It can barely print words, so I had to go pick those up from Walgreens. So I sent those in, and then below that, the Stick with the Plans, right? Stick with the Plans Co. Little person working out. That doesn't look like the workout that I did, but the color, like her shirt matched this kind of minty green color a little bit. Anyway, I just marked in there that at the gym, I lifted a new weight, so I was just feeling really strong and proud of myself for all the work I've put in. And then below that, I picked up the pictures and then came home and showered, shaved my legs. And then below that, that's a Sweet Ava's Paper Company little cat. I think she calls it, is it Snowball? If anybody knows, please comment below. I think it's Snowball. But wearing the little lab coat with the beaker, I've actually gotten a lot more use out of those stickers than I thought I would. Initially, I bought them thinking I would mark watching Breaking Bad with those, but I've used them for a ton of things, and I think I use I used 3 just in this spread. Anyway, super surprisingly useful. But I marked that I helped my daughter with her science fair board after we got those pictures, catching up. Next column, Thursday, my husband has more softball, so we have more softball. And then below that, I put in a Stick with the Plans Co. mom and daughter. I think this is a pretty new sheet. I love them a lot. It's so cute, but I just marked that we had some one-on-one time. My youngest went with my husband to softball, so me and my oldest just had a lot of time focusing on us, playing together. I mean, we do a lot of one-on-one time that I don't mark too, but this was just kind of special and fun, so I marked it. And then below that, that's a Planner Pixie Co. custom. The girls did a sleepover together. Again, that's just, when I say they're doing a sleepover, that just means that they slept in each other's rooms together. And then below that, there's the little heart. I marked that my husband helped me move my puzzle. So I had initially been doing it just on the kitchen table, but I mean, just with kids, something was bound to happen to that. So we slid papers underneath it and lifted it up and slid it into, we had this big ottoman tray. I did post it in my stories that puzzle. So if you saw, it's just that like big silvery looking tray that we just transferred it onto. And he was so sweet to help me out with that because I could not have done it alone with as few casualties as we had. Below that, that's a paper K, I believe. It's so much easier to remember all these names on Instagram. Like, I'm so much more of a visual person, like as I'm typing words in versus just pulling them out of the back of my head. Anyway, I believe that's paper K. Again, I will tag it, but I just marked that my girls were being so sweet. And then below that, we got rancheritos. The burritos I've talked about. We get that too much. And then the Paper Bits Co. couple, just having some time alone together. Then Friday, I was really tired. I'm always tired. Below that, a Planner Pixie Co. custom of making waffles. It's like my daughter's, one of their very favorite foods ever. We make a lot of waffles. Another Paper K, little bear eating the waffles, which I think is so cute. Below that, we watched The Lorax. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend. It's really cute. My daughters love it. And then the little bed to mark that after drop off, my husband and I were able to have our coffee in bed together again. And yeah, it's just one of those things that I didn't really realize how much I missed, but we like never have time alone together in the morning. So the fact that we finally, I mean, it's usually literally 10 minutes, but the fact that we get that has just been really nice. That's been new and we've been enjoying it. So I'm marking that. And then below that, planning time with a little Olive. I don't know if it's Olive Studios. I think it's Olive Digitals. I'll tag that too. I'm not sure. Sorry. Another cat to mark the science fair actually happening. And then that Saturday, I first used a little phone to mark that I got a weird text from a friend. I don't want to get into the story, but it was just weird. Below that, another little sciencey cat. My daughter went to a birthday party, and that birthday party is a custom from Planner Pixie Co. Can you tell I like her customs? But it was a birthday party at a little place where they like do science experiments with the kids. Anyway, super cute. Used it to mark the birthday party because it was a science birthday party. Below that, Fox and Pip, the mom, like brushing the daughter's hair because I got my girls, so I took my oldest to the birthday party, came back and got my youngest ready for her ballet pictures, did her hair and the dress, and they've got to wear, I mean, I say makeup, but you literally just put on like mascara on their eyes and some lipstick on their lips just so they don't get washed out in the picture. This is not like full glam, like, I don't know, beauty pageant status by any means, but I got like did her hair up and everything. And then below that I used, so this little mascara duo was a piece of deco from another kit. I do that pretty often. If there's a piece of deco that I'm like, oh, I could use that to mark coffee, or I can use that for marking makeup, or I don't know, whatever. I'll save them and stick them on just like an old piece of sticker paper and put them in with that category. So that's where this came from. They were deco, but I just used that to mark that my youngest was having allergies and she kept rubbing her eyes. So I had to keep washing the mascara off of her face and redoing it, and it was a mess. But we got her to her pictures. They happened. Oh my gosh, so much of my hair. I thought I had done a better job cropping out more of that, but wow, there's a lot of it. Next column, my oldest got back from the birthday party, and then I got her ready for her pictures. Then I marked that I ordered the pictures. My daughters wanted McDonald's. We got them some Happy Meals just as a good job from their pictures. Below that, the little cabin. That's from Carly Plans. I just marked that we drove up to our cabin. And then the family walk, that's from Moonlight Paper Company. That was a custom. I don't think she offers them anymore. I'm sorry. And then the family, though, is a Teddy Plans Co. Even though we weren't wearing like summery looking clothes, I thought the colors of it matched the spread really well. So we went on a walk. The little house below that we met one of our neighbors up there that we haven't met before. They've been building a house, and so he just came out and said hi, introduced himself, gave us a tour of his house. He's had like some damage recently, so he was showing us that stuff. And anyway, it was just nice to meet him. The little laughing munchkin in the last column, my daughter said, I just learned that babies are not helpful, which I thought was really funny. Below that, the friends or family munchkins. I marked which friends came up to the cabin with us. And then below that, that's a white deer stationary hot tub. I just thought the color matched really well. All the little kids got in the hot tub together. And then we did baths below that. We did pizza up there. A Paper Muse Crafts kiddo sleeping that the girls did a sleepover. Again, these are some of the friends that came up were friends that also have little girls. We do have a bunk bedroom, so they all wanted to do another sleepover in there. And then I was scattering deco up at the top. In the sidebar now I'm marking that we go to Paris in 11 weeks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. And I know I asked once in an Instagram story, but if anybody else has ever been to Paris, if you have any tips, tricks, recommendations, things you would say to avoid, any advice at all, I would love to hear it. I have never been, so I'm like really excited, but also kind of scared. I did get some really good ideas from that Instagram post. Someone said to do, I should have looked who said what so I could actually give people credit for their good ideas. But we've like booked a tour for the catacombs. We've booked a tour to do the Eiffel Tower with like a lunch there. We've booked a tour to do Versailles with a breakfast there. And we did like a bus hop on, hop off tour, which I'm really excited about too. I haven't booked, someone said bike rides, and I haven't booked anything with that yet. But anyway, if you've got any advice, any particular restaurants you liked, I'd love to hear it. And then, yeah, glitter header covers. I think the heart foil bundle came with heart overlays, and so I was just, oh yeah, they do. You can see them there. I was just trying to break up some of the heart there. I don't know, not have it be too many hearts. I don't know, because I went back and forth a lot with this foil choice. I wasn't like 110% sold on the hearts, so it's already a lot of hearts, and just kind of dialing that back a smidgen. Is there anything else I need to say about this spread? Oh, and then I'm putting in some twinkle ones too. Looks like I broke it up some more with some twinkles. I'm holding my planner here on my lap. That shouldn't have been a surprise to me, but broke it up with some twinkles too. I guess just if anybody has any questions about anything, any comments, any advice. Oh, my nails just suddenly changed. Surprise. Yeah, questions, comments, anything like that. I'd love to hear it. You can check out my Instagram, C_Loves Planning, just like it is here. I just want to say thank you again so much to people who have watched this video or any other ones. It means so much to me, and people who interact with me on Instagram. Like, it just feels like you guys are my friends, and planning means so much to me. So to enjoy it with people who feel like friends, just, it means a lot. I'm gonna sound all cheesy and desperate talking about it, but it means a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know. I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.